All right. Well, welcome to the Unit 3 kickoff meeting. This is a first for all of us. It's the first time we're doing this, and the purpose of this meeting is to basically introduce myself, your student success coordinator, and our instructor. Hopefully, if he makes it in time, he's running a little behind. To you that we're going to guide you through the next unit, and we're going to explain through the meeting ways to find help, what's required of you, what knowledge you needed from the previous unit that's going to help you succeed in this unit, and just kind of the overall flow of the unit and how it's all going to work. So with that note, I don't think Brian's going to make it, so I'll kind of take over for him. Your instructor for this unit is going to be Brian Kirkby. He's very very knowledgeable when it comes to this stuff. He's worked for several startups. He's got his own currently up and running, very, very vast knowledge base in just the overall development world, as well as with the technologies we teach in the unit. Specific things that you're going to need to polish up on if you don't know them already, like key concepts that you're going to need is Axios requests, passing props. You're going to need to know how to use state and use effect, how they work. Your array methods are going to become a really big part of this, as well as spread operators and object operators. They're all going to be things that you're going to need to succeed in this unit. So if you struggled with those a little bit in the previous unit, because I know I did, you might want to just concentrate on those over the next week or so and really brush up on them. Oh yeah, I'm going to start a questions thread for you guys. And just if you have any questions during this, drop them in here. If they're questions directed towards me, just tag my name in them. If they're questions directed towards our student success coordinator, Ronald, just tag him and we will get to them right after the meeting. And that's another thing I do. I talk while I type. I'm sorry. But so yeah, I just wanted to go over that, and I guess with that, I'll let Ronald kind of take it over, and then I'll take back over for him after he's done. So Ronald, would you like to introduce yourself to the unit? Oh, there we go.
Thank you, and good evening to everyone. My name is Ronald Hicks, and I am your unit success coordinator, and I am here to ensure your navigation through this unit successfully. That means anything that is non-curricular, I definitely can be of any support to you. I must say that for each of you all that have made it this far in your journey here at Lambda, I commend you. Please understand, I do not have half the brain that it takes to get as far as you guys have gotten with this information. So kudos to you all. You guys are brilliant. And I defer all of my myself to you guys and your smarts and your intelligence. So again, I appreciate this opportunity, Chris, for allowing me to speak to everyone. And just really quickly want to share a few things. I don't know if you all have seen the message that I posted today, but later on, I'm going to shoot for Wednesday of this week. I want to do a small mini student success orientation where I'm going to talk about a few things that we do provide as far as resources and some of the processes that you may have questions about regarding maybe flex requests, hiatus, and anything of that nature. But one of the things that we definitely do want to ensure is that if we start off with 100%, we want to end with 100%. And we want everyone here to move on to Unit 4. Chris mentioned, I think that he mentioned this earlier, but this unit definitely amps up. It definitely amps up the knowledge. It amps up your ability to definitely produce. And we have no doubt that each and every one of you have the tenacity and the wherewithal to prove yourselves in Unit 3, because this is, these are moments where you are definitely in control of your success. And I am more than happy to be here for you. Please utilize your channels that we have. There is a help channel, and I'll get a chance to get that to you guys. We have instructor hours, and then also I will talk about my support hours that I have for student success for you to drop into my virtual office or drop a question to me, and then I can address them in my virtual office. But again, congratulations to each of you all making it through units 1 and 2. You have made it to unit 3, and I have no doubt that you're going to move on to unit 4, CS and labs, and on to graduation. So again, thank you so much for this opportunity to have me to speak with you all. And again, please be on the lookout for any messages from me. 9 times out of 10, it's an important message, so you might want to take an opportunity to read it. And please remember, Canvas submissions are required. Even if you feel like it's not maybe up to your definition of your best, we still want you to give us something to where we can provide you feedback and we can make you better if you feel that there is a need, or your instructors feel that there is a need for you to have that type of feedback. So Wednesday, I will shoot a link in the channel for a small, like I said, short orientation, just talk about a few things and have a question and answer session for you. And if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me via Slack, and submit a Salesforce ticket if you have anything that definitely requires an urgent response. Thank you, Chris, for this opportunity, and let's go unit 3.
All right, thank you, Ronald. All right, so with that, let me go over some of the things that you're gonna learn in unit 3. So you're going to learn things like class inheritance with React. That might seem like a revisit to unit 1, where you're writing, I don't know if you guys remember the cube and the cuboid project that you did towards the end of unit 1. It's like that, but it's with React involved. Now you're building React components as classes and learning the lifecycle methods. Lifecycle methods are a lot like use effect, but the old way that React was written, things that you might run into in the field. You're also going to learn the rest of the CRUD operations for update and delete, so you can fully function with an API. You will learn how to handle authentication with an API, authenticating a user, and as well as protecting your routes within a component, so only certain users can get to certain things. Next thing I'm going to share with you guys is actually my Slack. I'm going to share my screen. Share my whole screen. Why not? All right, this is my Slack, and the reason why I wanted to show you guys this is because we built the handy dandy homepage. And if you look at the top up here, this is the Web25 channel. It's linked here. When I click on this link, it's going to bring me to a Notion document that looks like this. And this has basically all the information for the cohort that we think you could need to guide you through your journey. It's got a link to the class calendar right here. So you can click on this and add it to your Google Calendar. It's got all the appointments, when lecture is, pretty much everything you'll need to guide you through the day-to-day. It also has the staff involved, like your instructor, myself, Ronald, and our current titles. Office hours. Now, these are things that I hold, and I hold these to try and help you guys technically and, questions, so on and so forth. I normally drop a thread in the channel to put your name in the thread, and I get with you and have a conversation with you one-on-one, like if you're stuck on a certain thing in the project, so on and so forth. As well as that, there is a link here for the help channel, the Web25 help channel. A couple other information pieces, and then this is a really important one. This is what should I do if I need technical help? And it gives you a step-by-step procedure to go through for that. The first one is very important, and that's posting your question in the help channel. You post your question in the help channel, a detailed question. Don't put anything in there like, I'm stuck, can someone help me? Give it a little bit of a better description of what you're stuck on or what's currently, giving you problems. This helps for 2 things. One, it can help your peers to answer the question. Somebody might have already run across this and can answer it for you. And also there could be 10, 12, 13 other people stuck on the same thing. And, they might be afraid to ask the question. There might be a personality conflict or that, but seeing that question posted and answered would help them along their journey as well. If you're having a hard time in the help channel and nobody really seems to be able to give you the answer that you require, which I'm also in the help channel too, so I tend to answer a lot of those questions as well. Talk to your peer mentor. Now, I understand the peer mentor program is been kind of hit or miss lately, whether your mentor is there or not, but there's there's somebody that's experienced it recently and that can help guide you through this. On top of that is the office hours, which I hold anytime pretty much lecture's not in session. I have an office hours thread going most of the time. Drop your name in there. I'll get with you one-on-one and we can figure out your problem. And the last one, of course, is to reach out to me. So there's plenty of ways to get help if you're ever stuck on a project. Now, keep in mind, this is just for projects. For sprint challenges, you can't use the help channel, and I'm available to you for sprint challenges only for technical assistance as far as like the project's not loading properly or something like that. But as far as answers to the problems on the sprint challenge, I can't give those to you. So just keep that in mind when you're reaching out for help for a sprint. But I wanted to show you guys those two things. And let's see, what else do I have on my little list here? Describe perfect office hours, homepage. Oh, reiteration of the Canvas participation. So Canvas participation, everything in Canvas counts towards your collective sprint grade for a selected sprint. The sprint challenge isn't the only thing that scores you whether you move on or you pass or you don't pass. It's a collection of the participation in the module projects, the check for understanding questions, the sprint assessment, and the retrospectives. They all hold a portion of your grade in check. So if you just go through and don't turn anything in and do the sprint, you might have aced that sprint. I mean, like did all the stretch goals, did everything, you won't pass that sprint challenge because you didn't participate in the rest of it. So keep that in mind, that participation is key. And I also want to bring forth, they're starting something new tomorrow across all the cohorts. They just started it in full time today. There is going to be an attendance code that your instructor is going to give you during live lecture. And you have the length of that lecture to insert that code into the specific link that he gives you to flag yourself for attendance. And this is going to allow the school to keep track of who's attending the guided lectures and who's not. So keep an eye out for that code tomorrow when you start your lecture with Brian. That's how we're going to track your attendance through the unit. Oh yeah, I think I'm about done. Oh, let me show you something you guys are going to build. Why not? I was thinking about, showing something what you could do with the technologies at the end of Unit 3. And I figured what better thing to show you than the final sprint challenge that you guys will take in the unit. It's called React Bubbles. And this is it. It doesn't look like much right now, but what this is it's a login screen that allows you to log in and authenticate with an API that they give us. So I'm going to log in, and login is going to be Lambda school. Password is, just the password. And then you get this. This is an array of colors done with some really trick CSS that allows them to randomly manipulate. So like if I refresh the page, they show up in a different order. What you'll also be able to do is you'll be able to add a color. I can go down here and I could pick a color like, I don't know, it looks like it could use some like bright green. Let's put that in there and we'll call it green. Real original. We're going to call it green. Save that. It's going to add some green to it. It allows you to update this color. If you click on this, it'll say the color green. I could change the name to greenish. And then I could pick a different color. And we'll make it more greenish, right? That's like greenish. And save that, and it'll modify the color. Maybe when it wants to. Of course it's broke now, right? And then you can also remove colors. So you click on them and delete them, and you could take them away. And this is part of the CRUD operations that you would learn as well as the global state management of the colors and the array of colors, and the ability to manipulate and authenticate routes. So that's pretty much all I had for the unit introduction. I just wanted to get you guys off on the right foot. This is arguably the hardest unit at Lambda School, and I agree with the people that say that. Unit 3 is a bear with Redux and just the overall state management systems and the finite state machines, they call it, asynchronous calls. It turns out to be a lot to get your head around in a short period of time. So if everybody's off to a good start with, right foot forward right away, I think we'll get through it just fine. So let's see, we got a little bit of time. Actually, I don't think I can do that. All right, so Let me just go ahead and I'm just going to take a look in Slack and see if I can answer some of these questions live that might be in the thread. Okay, is there a part-time 25 help channel? Yes, there is. And I will put that right in the thread. Is hashtag webpt25 _ help. That is the help channel. So be sure to join that. That's where you're going to get the help. Actually, it was already answered by Sean. Sorry about that, Sean. Which teaches me not to read ahead. And are we going to be learning Redux in this unit? Yes, you are. You're going to be learning all those fabulous Redux things with the thing they call the thunk. Allows you to asynchronously make dispatch calls to a reducer. If that sounds foreign to you, you'll get it in about, I don't know, 4 weeks. Yeah, that's about it. All right. Well, if you guys got any more questions, go ahead and drop them in the thread. If not, you're free to go. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and we'll see you in lecture tomorrow.